changed my playing in kind of a good way, because after that I started sitting, and then once I sat, I realized now I have a free foot, and it's better for your back, and I have a free foot, so I started using effects pedals, and really took advantage of my my pickup system. I started playing eventually, because I was playing with so many loud bands. Groove Collective especially is a really loud band. And I had a pickup system, and I would play through an amp. And then I just told the story to, I did a radio interview for this guy out in California. And I was telling him that it led to me having the effects pedal. And then I did a gig with John Zorn. He asked me about John Zorn, and I said, well, John Zorn is kind of responsible for me, doing some electric guitar things, because I played with this, I think, Death God, or I forget the name, Pig God, or so. He had this band with this drummer who was one of the loudest drummers I've ever heard.
John Zorn did, or
John Zorn.
Was it Naked City? Or?
No, it wasn't Naked City. It was God Dog, something like this. It wasn't. It was a trio. It was like a power trio, and they played like this death metal kind of shit, but with saxophone, drums, and bass, maybe something like that.
Okay, all I really know of John Zorn is Naked City. It's that like metal-ish,
he had a
jazz
lot
kind of vibe, but I know,
but it's like sort of jazz, sort of with metal, like it was loud. It was insanely loud. So, he wants you to sit in with him. It'll be funny, like vibes with this like ridiculously loud band. So, I had this. Usually, I used to use a JC 120 because it's super clean. Guitarists hate it, most of them. But for jazz and for vibes, you want something clean. You don't want any color at all. So, but they didn't have one, and they had me in this Fender, a twin reverb or something. And I was just new to amplifier, so I didn't really, know how to quickly. I had like 2 seconds to get my sound. So, okay, we're starting. No, fuck it. I just plugged in. And the thing, like the gain was like on 10 or something.
It's a loud amp.
It's a loud amp. And the gain was like on 10, so I go to play, and it's like, wow! It's like feeding back. And I was like, and I start playing it, because, I play. It's like an audience of like, I don't know, thousands of people, So I just start playing, and I was like, I couldn't get it to stop feeding back. So I just like, fuck it. I'll just go with it, and it's feeding back, and like, it was cool. And I started working it, and that's when I learned, wow. And then I started using effects pedals with Groove Collective and playing with distortion. And the vibes with distortion, it sounds similar to an electric guitar. It doesn't have the attack. It has more of a vibraphone attack, but the tone, when it, and you get these long sustains, it'll sustain, especially my old Deacon, which already has a ridiculously long sustain for a vibraphone anyways. And you could get these long sustains, and when you played like intervals, you'd get all these weird harmonics, and it was very cool. So I can thank my experience with John Zorn for that, because I probably would have never thought of doing that. It just happened by accident.